Hello, everyone. My name is Lindsay Lober. I am an admissions counselor here at San Diego State University. Today, I'm going to go over with you how you can begin the Cal State application process and also create your account with us. So you want to start off going to this website here, calstate.edu/apply. And once you're here, if you scroll down, you will see that there is an option to select different terms. So right now we are currently in the fall 2025 application cycle. So you're going to want to select that option. And then if you click apply, it should take you to the sign-in page. So if you've never created an account with the CSU before, you can go ahead and click create an account. And you will want to provide your personal information. So you can see here in this first section, it's going to ask you to input your name. And then in this second section here for the contact information, it's going to ask for your email address and your phone number. So we really encourage you to utilize a personal email address instead of a school email, for example, because you want to make sure you can receive communication throughout your entire application process. And a lot of times students will lose access to their school emails at one point. So make sure you're entering an address that you will be able to check frequently throughout the next few months and into next year as well. It will ask you if you want to authorize the use of text and phone communication, and then you will want to create a username and password. So make sure you create something that you will remember, and it's going to ask you to confirm your password and also meet these requirements for that as well. It's going to ask you to read through our terms and conditions and agree to those terms. And then finally, it's going to ask if you are located in the European Union. So if you are located in Europe in any of these countries, you can indicate yes. But obviously, if you are in the United States, you will want to indicate no. And then once all of those fields are filled out, you should be able to click Create My Account. Alrighty, so once you are able to create your account, it's going to bring you to your extended profile. This is going to be where you can provide some information in order to properly set up your application. So the first question is going to ask about your educational goal. So it's going to be asking what type of degree you're applying for. This first option that you can see here is a bachelor's degree. So if you're going for your first bachelor's degree and you've never earned one prior, that's going to be the option that you select. If you are applying for a second bachelor's degree and beyond, so that includes master's, teaching credentials, certificate programs, and doctoral programs, that will be the option that you want to choose. Now, I want to also mention that San Diego State does not offer second bachelor's degrees in any other majors other than nursing. So if you have already completed a bachelor's degree and you don't want to do a nursing bachelor's, you're going to want to make sure you're applying for a master's degree or higher. Now, the second question is going to ask about what currently describes your educational status. So in our example, we're going to be a graduating high school senior or equivalent. So you are currently in high school and you will be going into your first year of college. But there are also options to select if you are a transfer student, either coming in with an associate's degree for transfer or without an associate's degree for transfer. So just make sure you indicate the proper option there. And then if you are a high school student, there's a question that asks if you have taken any college credits through community college or another university. So that would be something like a dual enrollment course that you may have completed while you were in high school. So if that applies to you, you can go ahead and select yes, or if not, you can hit no. It's also going to ask about your military status. So if you have never served in the military, you can indicate that as such. If you have any of these current identifications with your military standing, you can go ahead and select the proper option for you. And then finally, it's going to ask you if you are a current international applicant. So if you will have or you are currently on an F1 visa or a J1 exchange visa while you will be studying at the CSU. So you can go ahead and indicate the option that best describes you, and then it will ask what state you currently reside in as your permanent home. So that's going to be the extended profile. Once you complete that section, it's going to bring you to the programs page. So this is where you're going to select the appropriate program that you would like to apply for. So there's a couple different options in terms of choosing your program. You can see here that all the CSUs are going to be listed out here alphabetically. So this first option that you see here, this is for CSU Bakersfield. So if you're looking for another CSU, you can either type in the school. So if you type San Diego, you can see here, San Diego undergraduate, that means that you were applying to San Diego State, and all of our campus majors can be displayed here. Now, if you click on a major, it will show you the academic year you were applying for, the type of degree you're earning, the delivery type, the start term, and all this information. So if you're not sure what type of program you're looking at, you can always click on that to see the description. And then once you select a program, you will see here that it is checked off. So this is going to be your primary program. And then you will get an option to select a secondary or an alternate program. Now, I want to emphasize that if you are selecting a secondary major, it is not a guarantee that you will be admitted into your second major if you are not admitted into your primary major. This just allows students to select that as an option to possibly be considered if you are not considered competitive enough for your first choice major. So just keep that in mind. So in our example, I'll just scroll down and I'll select chemistry as my second major. So once that is completed, you can hit save, and then that will indicate the programs that you have selected. So once you have added your programs, it will bring you to this landing page, which is where you will see all the 4 quadrants that the CSU application has, and then you will move on to your personal information. So this is going to be the first steps to open up the application for you. If you have any questions about this process at all, please do not hesitate to reach out to the appropriate admissions office, and we will be happy to assist you. Happy application season, everyone.